in the middle of nowhere, rotating with no purpose in life. But what if I tell you that nothing in life matters can also be perceived, that whatever happened yesterday and whatever will happen tomorrow will not matter because today is what matters. When I was 13, I used to live a very pessimistic life. I was surrounded by my friends. I had a very good life. But I was very interested in a philosophy called nihilism, which tells you that life doesn't matter because we will die by the end. And with time, I was miserable. I will cry all the time. And one day, a friend of mine told me, you're responsible for your happiness. I was angry. I wanted to tell her that that was not true, that I was miserable for the things that had happened to me in the past. But once again, the things that have happened in the past, I wasn't living on today. Of course, there are some people out there who have it very difficult and will find it to be happy more difficult. My mother always told me, nobody cares. But once again, you may see the nobody cares as if nobody cares if I'm sad, if I die today, if one day I just disappear. Nobody will care. But once again, it depends on how you perceive it. Nobody cares if one day I randomly just show up in the mall looking like this. Or nobody cares if I'm just walking down the street and I'm listening to my favorite tune and I start dancing. And nobody will care if I sleep on the floor, make a mistake, embarrass myself. Because, well, of course, at the moment they will laugh. They will find it funny. They will remember it for the rest of the day. Maybe even for the rest of the week. But not for months or years. Because they don't care. But I do care. I do care if I live my life like I wish to live it. I do care if I use my free will for living for myself and nobody else. Once again, nothing in life matters. How do you see it now? Every day I remind myself of this. Nothing in life matters. If one day I want to dress differently, if I'm interested in different things, if I'm unique to others, I remind myself that nothing in life matters. And of course, there's no shame on being different. There shouldn't be. But I've always lived in the philosophy that your freedom ends where other people stop. That means that you can do whatever you wish to do with your life as long as it doesn't come in the harm of others. And of course, how you perceive life is how you will live it. Once again, coming back to philosophy, your reality is how you see it. Your reality is the truth. And it depends on how you change your mind, how you change your way of thinking. People will convince you that life is meaningless. People will tell you that we are born to die. But how true is that? Does a melody start just to end? Does a book start just to end? No, it's the music. It's the story that it tells that really matters. We are born not to die, but to live. And life, what is life? Life is a collection of moments. Life are all those good memories we have. And of course, there are bad memories. There are mistakes we once made. But everything is a learnable skill. If I made a mistake, then I will learn to not make it again. I've always thought of life as my collection of good memories. I embrace them. I remember them. Every single time I try to be sad, I remind those times where I spent with my friends living life at fullest because I choose my own free will. And to end it all, to end this presentation, I would like to remind you that wonder is on everything. You can always find beauty on every single